Yo guys, Max here. In today's video we're going to talk about James Marshall. So personally, I kinda like the guy. I remember years ago I was watching some of his videos for inspiration and I always kind of liked his vibe. The dude is very chill and I mean you can see that he's genuinely a nice guy. How bad can someone be when they are literally growing olives as a hobby? I never felt ego from him and I always felt that when he was talking to girls it was very chill, not really outcome driven and just there to share a good time and see if it's possible to share a good time with a girl who's receptive to that good time. So as usual, I'm giving you a disclaimer regarding my pre-existing bias, and then I'm going to go into the infield and you will be able to form your own educated opinion based on what we see.
Excuse me, madam. Excuse me. Stop, 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 stop. No, no, stop. You're only half stopping. It's the brakes aren't great, right?
What?
Do you speak, what languages do you like?
Spanish.
Okay. No English?
No.
Okay. Mi español es muy mal.
Vale.
Pero you look muy...
So I really like the way he stops her in this conversation right there, because she's on a bike, she's going fast, and she, in particular, in a situation like that, does not expect a guy to stop her. So he kind of has to be insisting and he has to persist or else she's just gonna go. But he has to do it in a way that's light and neutral and grounded, just like he is doing there. Because if you put yourself in the girl's shoes, she is going to see a guy who's insisting for her to stop. So she's going to think, okay, is this a threat? And then it's based on your behavior and your voice tonality and the way you carry yourself when you persist that she's going to decide, okay, no, actually he's chill, he's not a threat, I'm going to stop a bit just out of curiosity, because it's not very often that people are insisting in a way that doesn't feel aggressive. And on top of that, I mean, look at the shirt that he's wearing. Like, anyone will be at least curious to see what the hell is going on.
Okay. No English?
No.
Okay. Mi español es muy mal.
Vale.
Pero you look muy bonita. On tu bicicleta.
Vale. Pero me estoy mojando mucho.
I know, you gotta go. Okay.
Vale, gracias.
Vamos.
So he didn't do very bad. She was not speaking English, so he spoke Spanish. He told her why he was there, so then the girl could make an educated decision. Okay, am I open to meet a guy or not? Then she said she was not interested. She said it in a bit of a covert way because she was like, hey, I can't stay because I'm getting wet. But he's smart, he understands what it means. She's not interested, so he lets her go. That's very good.
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Are you happy with the shots?
Yeah.
Good. I saw you posing and then I can see you like,
Yes.
this one yes, this one no. Excellent. Good, good. What are they for? Instagram?
What?
They are for Instagram, I presume.
Yeah.
Oh, surprisingly. Where do you go? Oh, you worried I'm going to steal? How would I do that? What's your name?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm James. You want a fist bump?
James?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Can I guess? No, you can tell me
Guess.
where. Well,
No, guess.
okay.
You
Ma-
will
Morocco.
never guess.
Morocco?
No.
Somewhere in that region?
No.
Okay, you can tell me.
So usually I'm not a big fan of approaching girls by not giving them a compliment and being indirect, because then they don't know why you're there and they feel a little bit less comfortable because they have to guess or at least assess what's going on just based on your vibe. And if your vibe is not on point, if you hesitate a bit, just a little bit, the girls are going to be uncomfortable and this always plays against you. Now his whole deal is to be natural, and when you are natural, you're not always 100% in your frame, you're not always 100% in the mood. And there's always going to be situations in which you approach a girl and you want to be chill, you want to take it indirect because you don't want to be a hardcore pickup gamer and you don't want to make it super strict, you just want to chill and approach girls. It's not ideal, but it's natural. That's kind of on brand with what he does. Now, in terms of effectiveness, it's not the best because, like you saw, one of the girls just left because she didn't want to deal with it, she didn't want to spend the time to figure out what's going on. And that's going to happen a lot of times if your vibe is a little bit off, like I said, or you're not visually super attractive, like your social market value is not obvious at first glance. The second girl is a little bit more chill, so she stays a little bit more and she's more open to have a conversation with him, but you can see that there is no polarity there. She's either not interested or confused, and that's things that he could have controlled or framed better. So not the best, but if you want to be natural, okay, I guess.
From Palestine.
Palestine. Okay, excellent. I'm from Australia. Hello,
Australia.
how are you?
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Yes, what's your name? Those are really great names. Say again.
Yeah.
Those are really cool names. I just have James, which is very basic. Yes.
James.
And what are you
That's
doing?
good also.
What are you doing in this wonderful city?
Just vacation.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I live in Portugal usually.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm an olive farmer.
See, the thing is that a conversation like that is fine if you're in a bar or you're in a networking event and it's obvious that everyone is there to have a conversation. When you approach girls like that in public, the setting is so out of it and the expectations are so different that if you start a conversation like that, it's just going to be confusing. If you meet people in a place where it's not socially accepted by the mainstream standard to meet people, you have to tell them within the first 30 seconds why you're there, or it's always going to feel a little bit awkward. Again, except if your vibe is super on point and super polarizing and your body language is super magnetic and sexy. But most guys can't do this, so it's way, way better to let girls know why you're there. And yes, I know people are going to tell me in the comments, but it's a guy approaching a girl, so duh, they know why he is there. No, not always. And that's the thing. If there is this little bit of tension and the girls don't know that this tension is sexual tension, they are always going to feel at least a little bit uncomfortable and they are always going to be a little bit on guard.
What?
You know olives?
Ah, yeah.
I farm olives
Ah, nice.
and make olive oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice olive oil.
There is
Yeah.
too many olive trees in Palestine.
Yeah? What do you mean too many? You can never have too many. You mean there is many?
Many.
Do you have like really old trees?
Yeah.
How old?
It's famous in Palestine.
For like ancient
Yeah.
olive trees?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I sometimes I buy like very old ones, like
See, the thing is that it's very friendly, and yes, you need to have a part like that in your conversation with girls, but this needs to happen once attraction is established. If you're just friendly when you talk to girls, you're gonna make yourself friends. And so it gets confusing because you see a part like this in a conversation and it looks smooth, and you know intellectually that when you talk to girls, you need to have a part of your conversation that's more normal and neutral and friendly and not too much out there. Sure, it's going to create comfort. But the thing is that if you meet girls and your default is to build comfort, 90% of the time you're going to waste your time and you're going to end up friend zone, and you're going to waste so much time talking to girls who are not interested, or girls who are even more twisted than that, girls who are going to think that they can use you because you're not polarizing your interaction and you're just being nice, and they are going to assume that you don't know what you're doing and that you're just a nice guy that they can use. So for your own sake, to protect your time and your resources, it's way better to polarize your conversations early. Now, let's keep in mind that this is a video to showcase in-field interactions, to give guys courage to approach girls, to show how a conversation with a stranger unfolds. So it's always normal for people who do this to force the trait a little bit and to make the conversation, well, way more conversational than what's optimal. I get it, but keep in mind, this is not what works best. This is more for entertainment than for teaching purposes.
very old ones, like 200, 300, 400-year-old ones,
Wow.
and transplant them. That's my hobby.
Nice.
Yeah. What's your hobby?
What's what?
Hobby.
My hobby.
Maybe you know what our hobbies are, right?
No.
Shopping.
Well, surprisingly, like most women. And also,
Also, traveling.
excellent.
Yeah.
And what kind of traveling do you prefer? Like, you know, like some people like to go and sit on the beach, but do you like to get into?
See, that's the problem. When you don't polarize the interaction, the girl doesn't feel tension. And so you have to do all the work because she has no incentive to invest in the interaction unless she's like really into you physically. But guys who make girls feel something and who make girls want to chase to get the guy's approval, those guys are rare because you need to convey that you are actually attractive past your physical appearance, that you have other qualities that are more attractive to women. So I don't want to get too much into details about this in this video, but basically if you don't polarize your interactions, girls have no incentive to engage and to invest in their interaction with you. And if you do this, basically you're putting yourself in the basket of the nice guy who has to work for girls, and subconsciously girls are going to assume that you are less attractive than them when you do this, and obviously they will lose interest.
The culture,
On prend les escaliers?
Yeah, all kinds.
all kinds.
Yeah.
Well, that lady like touched me there, and I was like, oh, you know, you have to be very careful of people, and they're really good. I've had 3 phones stolen, and I don't know how.
Wow.
I just don't know how.
Really?
Yeah, this is the pickpocket capital of the world. They are.
Aw.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Well, you got another place that's better. They are so good that I feel like when they do it, I'm like, respect.
It's frustrating to watch because I like his vibe, he's very relaxed, he's not running out of things to say, but that's the thing, like you can see every time he stops talking, he is giving the girls 1 or 2 seconds to invest in the conversation if they want to, but they don't, because there is no polarity in the interaction, they just wait. And so funnily enough, the whole interaction just ends up being the strange, funny, nice guy with long hair who approached us while we were taking pictures, and we had a nice conversation, and then the guy left or he ran out of things to say and we ran back home. It's friendly, it feels good, it's smooth, but the girls feel nothing, so the guy doesn't get the girl.
So what's the plans for your time here?
We're here till Saturday, no, even till Sunday, and we're using the hop-on-hop-off bus today.
Good idea.
We're moving all the touristic places.
Excellent. Yeah, have you go to Montjuic?
Where?
Montjuic. It's the
Montjuic?
big hill.
Really, you should ask yourself when you're talking to a girl, past the first 30 seconds of the interaction, if you stop talking, what do you think happens? If the girls just leave, if you stop talking, then it means you did something wrong, or the girl was not interested to begin with, and that's fair. But if you look at what you can control, if you stop talking and the girl doesn't feel any tension, doesn't feel any polarity, and she just leaves because you stopped entertaining, well, then maybe next time you should create a little bit more tension and put her a little bit more on the spot so that she feels that if she stops talking, if you stop talking and nothing moves forward, she's actually losing you. She's losing something of value. The problem here is that the girls do not value him because he keeps giving, and I say this in every video I feel, but there is a very simple principle in psychology. It's the idea that if you give to people and they don't do anything to earn what you give, they are not going to value what you give. And so in practice, what it means is that if you're a guy and you go up to a girl and you just keep talking and you keep giving value and you keep giving entertainment, and the girl doesn't have to do anything to earn it, she's not going to value you. She's just going to assume that you're not attractive because it's so easy to get things out of you. Therefore, you must be giving your energy and your value and your resources to everyone. And if you give to everyone, it means that you're kind of desperate. Now, of course, when girls talk to you, they are not going to think this consciously, but subconsciously, this is what happens. A way better way to go about this is to start a conversation with a girl, to add a little bit of value and polarity in the conversation. And then you put her on the spot where she has to make a decision. Do I invest more in this or not? This is how you stop spending so much time in conversations with girls who are not interested in you or girls who were never available to begin with. Because one thing is sure 100%, and you should tattoo this in your brain, having long conversations with girls is not going to change how attractive they think you are. And in most cases, it's actually the opposite, because the longer your interaction is with a girl, the higher your chances are that you're just going to be the one entertaining and carrying the whole conversation. If you're talking very long with girls, most of the time it means that either you did something very wrong and the girl got totally turned off and she stopped investing, or you're talking to a girl who's not interested in meeting a guy. Now I know, because I make INFIELD videos sometimes, and I know that when you are recording INFIELDs, if you show only interactions that are good interactions, that are polarized, that are sexual, that have tension, that are potentially leading to something more after, those interactions look fucking boring to watch, because it's very simple. It's not very entertaining to hear or to watch because not much happens. And that's the thing, because what's happening is in what is not being said. It's in what is not being done. It's happening in the guy not entertaining the girl, and the girl thinking, wait, why is he not trying hard to keep the conversation going? Well, maybe it's because he's attractive. Well, maybe I should say something more and invest a little bit in the conversation to see what's going to happen. But at the same time, I don't want to invest too much in the interaction because I don't know this guy and it might be damageable to my reputation. So again, I know I'm pushing the thought very far, but that's what's happening actually at an advanced level, at a sub-communication level, in an interaction between a guy and a girl, when there is polarity. In an interaction like what we are seeing right here, yes, it's friendly and smooth, but again, he's doing this for the sake of the INFIELD footage, not really for the sake of showing what actually works in real life. So I watched more of his interactions, and it's pretty much the same in all of his interactions. Besides what I said about the logistics of recording such interactions, what is good in this? What can you keep when you watch him? Well, his vibe is immaculate. He really doesn't give a shit. He's really chill and he's enjoying the conversation, not in an ADHD, very excited kind of way, but in a chill way, like I'm talking to an old friend and we're all having a chill, good time. And that's very good because it shows that he is not needy. Now, there are things that you can optimize, like what I said earlier, just getting the girl to chase a little bit more because there is not much tension in the conversation there. But again, keep in mind that when you're recording INFIELD, if you just go for the interactions where there is actual polarity and the girl is actually interested, you're gonna get maybe 2 interactions a day and you can't make a video out of that. So keep the vibe, but do not keep the way he's leading his interactions in his videos. Maybe in his paid programs, what he shows and what he does is different, but that's not the best example. Like, just really keep the vibe and how chill he is, not much else. Alright, that's pretty much everything for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, consider subscribing, tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.